Goedemorgen. Hi guys, welcome back to my vlog channel. I really felt like vlogging today. Let me put you down. It's been a minute since we did a real, day in my life, blah 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 type of vlog. I actually filmed a couple and then I got migraines, so my day went to shit basically, and I feel like that's really been stopping me from vlogging because now I get anxious over if it will happen. But if it will, it will, whatever. Yeah, I just don't want to stop myself from doing things that I enjoy because I'm afraid that I'll get a migraine and it won't be nice for the vlog or whatever else. So we're here. As long as I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling okay, and yeah, we're gonna see. I will say, yesterday wasn't too phenomenal. I had the weirdest feeling of dizziness that lasted the entire day, basically. So I spent a lot of it in bed, and I think it was a migraine, but I'm not really sure because dizziness to the extent that I was feeling it isn't something that I usually have when I get migraines. But I digress. It's the next day. It's a new day. I am kind of excited for it. I have a really fun package arriving today, but I also have a meeting with my boss. I love her. I don't know how she's feeling about me, so I'm a little nervous. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm going to take a shower, get ready for the day, rest a little. I still feel not perfectly balanced, but I'm sure that will kind of fade away throughout the day, right? So we'll see. But I need to take a shower, so I'm gonna go. Hey, worst angle for the vlog, but I just got out of the shower and it's still a little bit damp in here, so I'm sorry if the lens gets foggy, but you're just gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna do my skincare. I've been using this Beauty of Joseon Dynasty cream. I don't know if I'm liking it, but I'm finishing it up because I own it. And it was kind of expensive. Was it? Probably. Actually, it could be worse. Anyway, I'm gonna put that on, put some sunscreen on, and then that's my skincare. Let's do a rundown of my shower thoughts today, alright? It started out with analyzing my health, and then I went into what I want to vlog about, what I want to talk to you about. Then I thought about the book that I'm reading. I'm currently reading Wild Card by Elsie Silver. It came out yesterday, or the day before. I've been enjoying it so far, and then I thought about the vlog a little more, video ideas, song ideas. Oh my god, I need to savor the moment and be present and be mindful. How great does the water feel? Why didn't he want me? Things like that. Just your usual shower thoughts, I guess. I wonder what you guys think about in the shower. Do I want to know? I don't know, tell me anyway. So now that my skin is all done, I'm going to do, I don't know. I might clean my room. I might get changed first. Probably gonna clean my room and then change. I don't know. So the reason that I'm saying all of this is because I do have things that I want to do today and I would love to do with you, but I don't know how my energy levels are going to be, so I'm trying to take it easy. But cleaning my room is definitely a big thing, and I would love to switch out my wardrobe from summer to fall, and we did that in a video before, so I think it would be really fun, but it's not my top priority. So yeah. Ooh, in the shower, also a big thing that I was feeling was guilt about the package that is arriving later today. Yeah, it's been a whole thing, and I'm gonna explain it to you when it gets here and when it's more relevant, but I am really excited about it. I made a really, really big purchase. But that went with some guilt, so we'll unpack that later. Alright, I made my bed and I cleaned up and I did some laundry. There's some in the machine, so I hope that you can't hear it. And now I have to do my makeup because I have to go in a little bit to get to work. The meeting with the manager is the only appointment that I have today, and after that it's the weekend for me, which I'm really excited about. But like I said earlier, I'm a little bit nervous for the conversation. Basically what it boils down to is that today I'm gonna hear if I can keep working there or not. And I want to stay. I worked there 2 years ago, and that was before my burnout, and I went on sick leave, and then they didn't extend my contract, of course, because I was just not working, and now I'm working there on freelance basis, so it's a little bit different from the last time that I worked there. So it feels a little bit different, and we just need to work some things out. And yeah, I hope that I can stay because I love working there and I love my coworkers. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't really expect to have to leave, but on the other hand, I'm not really sure right now, so that does make me a little bit nervous, and that has been weighing on me a little bit. I just really have no clue on what's going on, so I'm excited to go today, even though I'm dreading it a little bit. I'm mostly hoping that the dizziness will stay away. It's been pretty okay so far. I feel safe enough to drive, and I checked my package. It's not gonna be here until after I get back, which is very relieving. I also ordered something else that's really fun. I keep, talking about it and not really talking about it. I just want you to be surprised, I guess. But you could skip ahead, but don't. So I have that appointment. I'm not expecting it to take too long. So after I've done my makeup and I've dried my hair, I am gonna lay down for a bit and probably do yoga nidra because I do feel tired. I already had breakfast and everything. I didn't film that. I started my morning by reading. I had breakfast with my parents, and then they left for work, and then I started the vlog, so I did already eat, in case anyone was worried. I'm actually starting to get really excited about fall. I think I mentioned in my last video that I kind of dread the fall sometimes, or it was on my ASMR channel, I think. I love spring, I love fall, I love all the seasons, they all have their charm, but I love fall fashion, first of all. I love layering up, and I love that I did mention this in my last video, but I love that people are getting back into their routines and like the calm is returning after all the hectic summer energy. I really enjoy that. I don't know, I just felt like summer wasn't really over yet and I wasn't ready for fall, but I'm starting to get there, which is nice, and I'm starting to enjoy all the cinnamon and pumpkin scents. I love cinnamon so much. Bury me in cinnamon when my time comes. You know what I mean? I love it. I'm just feeling ready for it all, and that's why I'm really excited about switching out my wardrobe. I have a lot of summer clutter in my wardrobe right now, and I would love to switch things out. I keep some of my winter wardrobe under my bed, but also behind my bed there's like attic storage, so I would have to move my bed and open the thing and then get a bin out, and I do not have the energy for that right now, and I'm assuming that I won't get around to it today because when the package arrives, I'm gonna have to play around with what I got. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup off camera because I have stuff to do, places to be, and I will catch you later. Alright, I'm almost ready to go. Putting my socks on. Isn't this cute? My mom crocheted this. She's also making this. My talented queen of a mother. So cute. I'll show you in a second, but I think it looks really good. It matches my outfit. I'm matching the whole house and I'm matching the whole color tone of this video. Can somebody tell me? I know that there's one person who subscribed to me who's a filmmaker and I need your advice. I have an ND filter on. It's a variable ND, see? And I have a black mist filter on it. They're both from K&F. It's a quarter diffusion. Everything looks green. And I have the same issue with my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 black mist filter and ND filter in one combo thing. Everything looks green toned. And is that the black mist filter, or is it the ND filter, or is it the combination? Because I feel like the filter itself, the black mist one, isn't too green toned. But this, it's all looking very green and I'm very aware of it, but I'm too lazy to change everything. So I'll show you my outfit. All right, this is me begging my boss to let me stay. Outfit of the day. Woo. I got these Dr. Martens Mary Janes. I'll show you. Aren't they so cute? And then I have these sunglasses. They're from H&M. I've got this shirt on that I thrifted and I actually cropped it myself because it was way too long. This bag I made myself. It's a hobo bag. What? Had to do it. And then these jeans are the Ample jeans, low rise from Weekday. And yeah, jewelry is from Vinted and from Family and ASOS, I think. And yeah, okay. I'm gonna talk to my boss and also stand up for myself, but also low-key beg her to let me stay. Okay, bye. All right, I'm back. I already had some lunch. I needed to call a coworker and talk things through. I did not get fired. I did not. I am going to work less hours because there are a lot of new laws around hiring freelance workers to a workplace. I don't know, there were just some things that we needed to change about what I'm actually doing within the organization. I don't know how I feel about it yet. On the one hand, it's nice. On the other hand, it isn't. I'm not going to get into it because it's private. But yeah, I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm going to hang out, maybe eat a little bit more, probably take a nap or something. And yeah, enjoy the weekend. I do have a couple of work things I do need to do communication-wise with the conversation we had today. But yeah, I'll figure that out after a good nap. That would be nice. And some tea. I'm gonna make some tea. So I just got off a FaceTime with one of my best friends, and while I was on a call, my packages came, and I'm really, really excited to show you. It's so fun. So the first thing I want to show you might be the less exciting thing, but I am really, really excited about it. But I got the Lord of the Rings book set. I have watched Lord of the Rings when I was 10 or 11 with a friend from my elementary school at the time, and we did a sleepover and then we did a marathon. So I remembered bits of it, but not too much. And then I was in Geneva with my cousin and we watched the first two movies and we kept talking about the books and everything. And you know, I love to read and it's the fall time and I've been thinking about wanting to read some fantasy again and like escape into a different world. I recently read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and Sunrise on the Reaping from the Hunger Games series. So I was really in that world again and it was super nostalgic. And then I was like, what better time to start this series than now in the fall when I'm already looking into diving into a new world and that is also somewhat familiar at the same time. So I got the books. We've got The Hobbit, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, The Return of the King. This is the only movie that I haven't seen this year. But yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with that. I think that they made The Hobbit into a movie as well, right? I didn't see that either, ever. I'm not sure if I should start with The Hobbit or if I start with The Lord of the Rings and then read this last. These aren't the prettiest editions that I've seen, but I wanted paperbacks that weren't too small, but also not too big and also not too expensive. So honestly, I just got these. So it's fine. And I can't wait to dive into this world. So this is definitely on my fall TBR and the first one, or The Hobbit, is on my TBR for this month. I can't believe I finally got them. It really took me a while to find the ones. And now my dad is calling. Hallo! Super mega bedankt. Doei! Yeah, and then so the next thing that I got was a MacBook. A new one. She is stunning. Look at her. She's beautiful. I don't know, I'm kind of afraid to touch her. I had a MacBook M1 Pro, or a MacBook Pro M1 chip, just a regular chip. From 2020, I had a 13.3 inch, 16 gigabytes, 1 terabyte SSD. And I've been running into issues with video editing mostly. It's a fine laptop, but I was just not enjoying the editing process anymore. So I decided for myself that in September I could buy a new MacBook or a new phone, depending on what my needs would be at the time. And I thought it would be a phone. The iPhone 17 just came out and they improved their selfie camera and everything, and I felt like for filming it would be a cool upgrade. However, I have a camera, period, and I have a phone that works, so it didn't feel like it would add too much value to my workflow in comparison to a laptop. With Final Cut Pro, which is what I edit on, I had DaVinci Resolve for a little bit and I returned my license because I just felt like I don't have the time and energy and mental capacity to learn the new software right now while being productive at the same time, you know. But the rendering takes so long. When I want to do magnetic masking or any other fun stuff in editing, it just takes a really long time for it to analyze the footage or it to export even. So I've been going back and forth for a while and I felt really guilty about upgrading because I have a laptop that works fine. It's not like it's, you know, held together by duct tape or anything. So I didn't know if I wanted to invest the money, but first of all, it's a really big privilege to live with my parents right now and not pay rent. And so this is gonna be the only time where I will have the funds to just get a laptop. I feel like I don't see myself buying a new laptop in the foreseeable future if I were to move right now. So I felt like timing wise, it was nice. And then my dad gave me a pep talk about valuing my work and daring to invest in my work and seeing my work as valuable. And I don't know, I feel like it's okay to treat yourself in those big ways, not to make too impulsive of a decision. But I already had this marked as a moment where I would spend a significant amount of money on either a phone or a laptop, and it turned out to be the laptop, and I'm really excited about it and thankful. And I don't know why I told you so much background information, because at the end of the day it's none of your business. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the laptop. I felt really guilty about it. I kind of still feel a little bit about spending so much money. It is a business expense, which is nice, so I get the tax back. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited about it. This is a MacBook Pro M4 Pro 14-inch, 24 gigabytes and 1 terabyte laptop. And yeah, they have the version with the nano texture, so with less glare. I considered that for a while, but I love the brightness on the regular screen, and the glare isn't, like, it was never really an issue that I experienced as an issue with my other laptop. So I saved that money and spent it on the insurance for this thing. So if anyone tries to steal it, it would matter a lot to me, but I could probably get my money back, so that's nice. So yeah, this is the box that it came in. It always looks really beautiful. The last one I bought 5 years ago, and I would love for this one to last me longer than 5 years, but we're gonna see how she holds up. I ordered a case that's coming in today, so until I have that case, I'm not touching it anymore. I'm just gonna let it sit right there, and I'm gonna figure out how to transfer everything to my new laptop from my old laptop. I already have a buyer. The person lives in the house, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, it's I'm really happy with it. I'm trying to be just purely happy with it and not be so hard on myself, because what's the point? So yeah, I'm excited to get to editing and it working fast and it not rendering for so long. Editing Fleur here, 0 regrets. I love this thing. Editing on this is delightful. And yeah, oh my god. And I love a new piece of tech. Okay, it's 8:30 now. I napped, I read, I ate, I looked at my laptop. It has to export for like 10 more hours. So I'll get to use it tomorrow. I've continued reading Wildcard and I'm 45% of the way through. She got a little spicy, not gonna lie. I really like it so far because I like that the FMC is a yoga instructor. I love that. I'm going to get myself ready for bed, read a little bit more, and I will just see you tomorrow. Good morning! It's the next day. It's Friday today. I just had breakfast and I'm still kind of waking up, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. I've got a mint tea here in a mug full of happiness, is what it says. I could use a little bit of that. And I had my Greek yogurt with krusli. Is that granola? It's pretty much all the same to me in my brain. Anyway, I don't have any specific plans for today. Of course, I want to play around with my new laptop, and I think I want to finish reading Wildcard so I can get started on The Hobbit, which is going to be the first one that I read. I've looked it up online, and people say it's a good entry book to start with. Yeah, so that's that. It's the weekend, and I'm gonna enjoy it and have a good time. I might even pop by the thrift store today if my energy is good. I'll see. I'll keep you posted. I cleaned up most of my laundry from yesterday. Looking at my closet is just making me feel really restless because everything just looks so full with my summer clothes, dresses, tops, things that I'm not grabbing. And there are some other stuff that's in there that I kind of had in there on trial where I was like, if I don't wear it this year, then I'm gonna throw it out. And I didn't wear them, but I am attached to them, so I want to declutter. Like I said yesterday, I really want to, but also I know the amount of energy that it takes up, and having to go behind the bed to get everything out. It takes up a lot and it's a lot of chaos, and I don't know if I want to put myself through that because yesterday I was so exhausted. It's why I almost didn't vlog the rest of the afternoon, because I just spent a lot of that time with my eyes closed, in bed, on the couch, in conversation with my parents and everything. I just had to have my eyes closed. I was just so tired, which makes me think even more that the dizziness was a migraine, because usually the day after I'm just exhausted. Still, I have a little bit of anxiety about the migraine and if it's gonna happen or not, and I didn't sleep too well, so not feeling the best, which is also why decluttering could really help, because it's an offline activity to do to get my mind off of things. I don't know yet. I have time, I have the weekend, no rush. I can do whatever I want, I have free will. Wat doe je? Dat doe je nooit. Oh my god, I just worked at my laptop for a while. I'm loving her. She's doing exactly what she needs to be doing, which is wonderful. And I kind of ended up in a rabbit hole of wanting to buy a domain and make a website. I don't know. There's the conversation with my boss yesterday stirred up some things. There are some laws here around being self-employed and having different clients versus just having one client, and they very much appreciate it if you have a website where you showcase what you do and who your clients are and whatever. I kind of have been considering making a website, and I've just spent the morning looking into that and how that works. Also because I would like to, I don't know, maybe sell merch or something that I made or whatever, and the website is always nice. I could also move my content to a website instead of Patreon. I don't know. Okay. But I don't know, they're not priorities right now, but I do feel creatively inspired and intrigued by those things. So, and then I ended up being like, I need to have a business email, I need to get all my banking accounts sorted, and then I was like, I need to call my bookkeeper. I don't know. I started spiraling almost, but I caught myself. That's a good thing because it's my day off. It's my day off. This is the thing about, but it's my jobby. My job is my hobby, and my hobby is my job, so I have a jobby. I think I am gonna look at the stuff in my closet, because what else am I gonna do, you know? Okay, time for an update. I decluttered nothing, but I did do my reorganization of removing the summer clothes and adding in the fall clothes. I did not put the winter things in. There are still some things in the bag that I'm going to put back behind my bed in the attic, in the walls. I don't know how to call that. I felt like it was a bit too wintry to bring everything out, like the hats and the scarves and everything. This is one scarf. I just wanted to wait to grab everything because my closet is feeling really heavy and I want to do a decluttering first. But I'm not in the right headspace to throw stuff out right now and to make decisions, so I'm not going to. I was excited to see some of my fall things again. Some things I'm going to throw out actually because I feel too reminded of bad mental health periods. So I did throw out 2 sweaters or something, but that doesn't feel like a real proper declutter. I want to go back into the closet and take a good hard look at everything. I also am starting to feel like my bookshelf is starting to outgrow, well, my book collection is starting to outgrow the shelves. Like, there are stacks on every level and there are books placed in front of other books and they are now kind of scattered around my room. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. That's irrelevant to the conversation. I wanted to give a book review on Wildcard because I finished it. After I did the decluttering, I had a FaceTime call with my aunt and it was really fun, and then I had lunch and then I finished my book. This was the latest and final book in the Rose Hill series. I don't know, these are the books. It was her 13th book, I believe, and I think that I've read all of them except for the novellas maybe. I really enjoyed this one. It was very wholesome, it was very mature. I loved that the FMC is a yoga teacher. Her name is Gwen. The MMC is called Bash and he lives in Rose Hill and he's an, what's it called, aerial firefighter? He's in a plane doing the firefighting. They meet at an airport while they're snowed in. They spend this magical evening at the airport together, falling in love. She gives him her number. It's the wrong number, so they fall out of touch. Months later, they run into each other when she is dating his son, who he just discovered he had a son. So that's all complicated. She ends up by coincidence in Rose Hill, and she teaches yoga there, and by forced proximity, Bash and Gwen have to spend a lot of time together. Oh no! And throughout, you get the Elsie Silver verse. You get all the characters from the other Rose Hill books. Which is always such a pleasure to run into characters that you've gotten to know over the previous books. I will say these are all single dad type of romances, so everyone is a parent, and none of the other kids were ever mentioned, and I think that was really, really wrong of Elsie Silver. In every other book, there's a child involved who plays a really big role, and I felt like not even getting a glimpse of those kids was really weird, because they do these family gatherings and birthdays and they hang out all the time. Like, where are your kids? There were kids involved, right? I almost started questioning myself, like, did I make this up? They were all parents, right? I don't know why she didn't do that, but then there is one character, Bo Eaton or Eaton, I don't know how to eat on. There is one character from the Chestnut Springs series who pops up, and I think that that's really cute. And I hope that, because she did mention some new characters, I believe she did. I'm not entirely sure if they were new characters or all kind of recycled and from the same universe and from previous books, because I don't remember everyone. There was someone called Emmett, and then I was like, are you from a different book? Do I have to know you? Do I know you? Elsie has this habit of, kind of soft launching who the next book will be about. My hope is kind of that she will incorporate all these, characters into her next series and make it more of a collective thing. Maybe I thought that, having Bo pop up again was really clever and really fun. And I feel like she could do that more with people from different towns running into each other. I don't know. But I had a good time. So I'm giving it, I think, a 7 out of 10. I loved that Gwen is a yoga teacher. That was probably my favorite aspect of the whole story. And I thought that she was very emotionally mature. And I like the way that Elsie approached yoga and the practice of yoga and spiritual practices, if you will. And I don't know. That just made it feel really wholesome. And I loved it. So, had a good time. And I'm so excited to read The Hobbit next. But I'm going to get changed. I want to go to the store and buy some things for my book journal. I started doing that recently just for fun, just for myself. And I've been making this archive where I display all the books that I've read in previous years. And now I'm making a page about the books that I've read this year. And then in the middle, I'm doing the favorite book picker type of thing. And I want to have some more scrapbook papers and stuff like that. So I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get some stuff for scrapbooking, drop off a package, and just enjoy the rest of my afternoon. The last time I was here, you were also with me. But this time I'm gonna keep you in my pocket because I want to enjoy some alone time. This outfit though, I really like it, but I was really nervous to wear it for some reason because it feels out of my comfort zone. And I'm looking for a place to turn into a tripod so you can see my outfit. I'm gonna use a branch on this tree. I hope you can stay there. But this is it. I don't know. I never wear scarves. But I want to, so I don't know, let me know what you think. I don't even know if you can really see me because it's pretty dark, I think, on screen. But I've got the cozy vibes going on. Me and my family had dinner, we watched a movie, we watched the Thursday Murder Club movie. I didn't read the book, but I did give a copy to my grandpa and he really enjoyed it. However, he has dementia, so he doesn't remember reading it. I wonder if he'll enjoy the movie. And we just had a good time, and now I'm upstairs and I'm going to start reading The Hobbit and crawl into bed and enjoy the rest of my Friday night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed. It was a lot of yapping, a lot of thoughts, a lot of blip. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I felt very, I don't know, honest. I've been starting to feel more honest and more relaxed on camera, and I don't know. I just started to feel more relaxed throughout the past couple days, and I think that it shows. I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me the past couple days. I had a really good time and I hope you did too. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will happily see you in the next video. Here's a forehead kiss. Bye.